In the alone, there is no room for love. This is a very cruel statement that there cannot be room for love in the alone. But in a way, it is understandable also in the sense that if there is going to be only the alone, how can there be something else? How can love be present? That is the kind of sophistry of death. He is telling Savitri, you are seeing this ideal world here around, these grasslands, these trees, these pastures, these cattle, these elusive shapes, colors and lights and evanescent gleams. It's all fairy beauty. This is what the spirit sees. This is what you call as the ideal. But you are living in a very peculiar ideal. Ideal can never walk on the earth. That ideal which is there in your mind, in your reckoning, how can that walk on the earth? There is the basic incompatibility between the nature of the earth and the ideal. They cannot live together, and therefore Savitri is trying to bring down that ideal here on the earth. She is attempting something which is in the very nature of things inadmissible, cannot exist together. People have come, great sages have tried, rishis have attempted to bring the ideal in the man's activity here, in man's activity here. Avatars have come, they lived, they came, they have gone away. But the world continues to be as it had been all along. The ideal can never exist on earth. This is what death tells to Savitri. Savitri is following in the footsteps of her departed husband, Satyavan. Death has come at the appointed time, at the appointed place, picked up the soul of Satyavan and is carrying it to his abode. The spirit of Satyavan is there. Behind him is death. Behind him is Savitri. Savitri is putting her steps exactly where the spirit of Satyavan putting his steps. Between Satyavan's spirit and Savitri, the incarnate Savitri there, the one who is standing is death. As long as that death is present there, they cannot be together. They cannot come together at all. And Savitri, therefore, following death to claim the spirit of Satyavan back from him. And while she is moving through various realms of death, all those beautiful ideal things which she sees around, death is pointing out to her and says, see this ideal world, but don't imagine that this ideal world can live upon earth. You are thinking that this ideal world, along with love, can go back to the earth. Forget about it. It cannot happen that way at all. This is the word of ideal from which Things cannot go back and live on the earth. Savitri is dreaming something which is not really acceptable to the law of things, of nature here. Yes, this love, what you're calling love, to you, he looks to be an angel. But it is not really so. This is a love which was born with the body and will die with the body. It is a passion of your hungering cells. It is the secretion of the glands of love in your body. The flesh is lusting for flesh. Mind is seeking an answer from mind. There is no reality at all here. Hunger is feeding on another life. This is what you call love, and it is this which you want to take back to earth. Seems to be something very absurd. Savitri should understand the nature of these things and give up her attempt to take Satyavan back. Savitri is really striving to bring infinity into a small space. She wants the entire eternity to live and move in a moment of time. How is it possible? Only the mute alone can be there. That is all which is possible. There is no love here. There is no creation here. This is nothing, in fact. One who stands here is calm and mute, is alone. Only the mute alone can be. In that alone, there is no room for love. Savitri is weaving on the loom of the ideal a robe which she cannot wear. Ideal can never be made real. Savitri must give up her tent. She must understand that in the alone there is no room for love.